card. Some from dear friends, fond regards.
Uh-oh, here comes Christmas.
Cards from my bank and the mortgage people too.
Uh-oh, here comes Christmas.
All that peace and joy and goodwill from out of the blue.
There's no way to stop it.
It's already here. The tinsel juggernaut of Christmas cheer. Now I know how Scrooge felt all those years ago. I wish I could get on a plane
And fly to Oreo.
More likely we'll grit our teeth and deck the hall.
We'll battle the crowds that shot them all.
We'll shop for trunks and trains and dolls. And video games and basketball. And the last minute toy store free for all. So we tear out our hair and climb the walls.
We'll assemble toys for 3 days and nights.
We'll try to untangle our Christmas lights. We'll argue with them long forgiveness and win.
We'll go see the kids in the pageant.
Again. We'll go to office parties and gossip and schmooze. We'll eat everything in sight just like the holiday blues.
Uh-oh, here comes Christmas.
Goodwill, songs, and laughter pouring down on me.
How can I help but join the insanity?
Uh-oh, here comes Christmas.
I never buy it. No one always gives me it. But unlike other things in life, like the Easter lily, poinsettias just don't bring the messages inside. They have life space, comical to sea turtles. But if you neglect it, they came on and on and on. But if you encourage them, they can become bushes 16 feet high. So think twice about giving them gifts that keeps on giving and giving It was a Sunday afternoon, a few days before Christmas. Rainy, windy, cold, winter's gloom. My temper was short, my value index negative. Today's horoscope suggested caution, and the Sunday paper suggested dollar, death, and destruction. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Now what? Trick or treat! What? Trick or treat? Here's a dollar. There goes. Want to eat some caramel? Who are you? I'm Wanda. I live down the road. I come here on Halloween. You're the wise man. Yeah. I have towel on my head and bathrobe on and coming for the Hugo. Right. 180 some Carolyn. Sure. Where's choir? I'm it. Thanks. Ding bell, ding all day. Hark the heavy angels sing. La 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 la. Silent night, holy night. All is calm, all is bright. Sleep in heavenly peace. God bless you, trick or treat. Who was that kid? Homed up with one woman choir delivering Christmas from door to door? I confess, I'm usually a little confused about Christmas myself. Ever since I got the news about the big guy in the red suit, I've been a puzzle case apart. Thinking about riding on one horse up to play is ludicrous to me. I've never seen one, much less ridden in one. Never rode chestnuts over an open fire. Never harked the hair of an angel. And babies and reindeer stink. I know, I've been around both. Thinking about things I've never seen or done or wanted. Dreaming of a white Christmas I've never known. Christmas isn't very real. And yet, oh, I'm too old to believe in it. And too young to give up on it. Too cynical to get into it, but too needy to stay out of it. Hung up, she's confused about Christmas as I am. But at least she has the Christmas spirit. Trick or treat. I'm it. I'm it. Want to go, Carolyn? Sure. Hark to Harry, angel sing.
So,
wonderful smells.
Bless the food.
The day and the family. Dig in.
Eat way too much.
Relax around the table. Laugh. Tell stories.
Reminisce.
Pour more coffee and talk for hours.
Is this a decaf?
Do you want decaf?
Well, yes.
Then it's decaf. Oh, all right. There have been times when I said it was, and it really wasn't. But this is, really.
Well, as long as we're confessing things, I use your sewing scissors all the time. Cut canvas, cardboard, and aluminum foil, but always put them back.
Yeah, I use them when give haircuts to the catty watty Betty Wetsy and all my barbers, but I always put them back. Nobody has ever used the real sewing scissors but me. They've always been sitting in the shoe in my phone. I use the punch bowl to change the oil in my car.
I always want to make all the bacon chocolate. You drink all the cooking chair.
We had a party once while you were away. Did we ever? We still don't know you from your closet.
The Playboy subscription was not a gift from a friend.
And it wasn't a coincidence that I volunteered to take out the garbage on days I thought you threw them out.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, remember Miss December, huh? Yeah.
His first kiss was from a neighbor's cousin, 4 years older than him. She was ugly, real ugly.
Oh, yeah? Well, her first kiss was from me. She asked me to show her how. It was really gross to kiss your sister.
You didn't eat all the baking chocolate, or drink all the crystal sherry.
There are times I said I missed you, when in fact I was glad to be alone for a while. And there are times I said I loved you when I didn't love anyone. Not even myself.
Wasn't always your father who had gas in the car.
Honey.
I know I cried people that sounded left home for good. But don't think your father and I won't do that for more than 3 or 4 days at a time. Well, maybe 5 at Christmas.
6 when you finally start bringing up grandchildren.
Maybe we fooled each other about a lot of things, but not about loving each other. Great dinner, Mom. The best.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Honda, did you ever do that? Why, I've thought about that word ever since I came across it in the story of the birth of Jesus. Mary Honda, I always think when I heard what the scriptures say. Now, when you think about what the phrase, all these things refers to, it's no wonder she's kind. Here's a teenage girl who was just had a baby in the back stall of the barn, with some confusion about just who the father is. Now, if that's not enough to think about, there's all this traffic of visiting astrologists, sheep raisers, and angels who are dropping by with questions and proclamations. And to top it off, the animals who are examining their own house talk. Yes, talk. In Hebrew, no less. This certainly would give a person something to do some heavy thinking about. I'd say, ponder is the perfect word for what Mary was doing.
Some may say the room with the Christmas tree is the most important room in the household during the holidays. But most of us know the real mission control for the countdown to Christmas is
Dedication.
And next to the Christmas tree, the most important fixture in the household during the holidays is definitely
The refrigerator.
Let's face it, there are things about holiday dinner that can sometimes make it a strain. That gets dressed up, hey, there's all that ritual, fuss and pottery, too many people, too much food. But 2 nights later, it's a different story. The good news from the angels has given way to good news in the fridge. And the tall white box in this kitchen becomes the Fort Knox of late night dining. This is not a group activity. It is a private, religious experience. And it is at times like these that we know that life is good and grace abounds. But the best leftovers are memories. I'm not often aware I'm happy, but I do remember I have been happy, especially when I sit in my kitchen, wrapped in an invisible patchwork quilt made of the best moments of yesterday. These precious things, these holiday leftovers, remain to serve as survival rations for the heart and soul. I don't go to the kitchen late at night just to eat, but to think, to sort it all out. And at the same time, I think of the other people who must be in the exact same place in their kitchen, doing exactly what I'm doing, hungry. As I hunger, wonder. As I wonder, remember. As I remember. And not really as alone as we often think we are, after all.
Also leaving composting. It's good for the earth and soul.
So I simply tell them not to water the plants. You know, let nature take its course. And by February 1st, we'll give it a one-way ticket to the compost heap.
Divine intervention.
And then Sam walks to a rendition of Jingle Bells that looked like something like Moondoggie out of Beach Blanket Bingo.
Surf's up!
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Help them go, bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to surf that wave in a surfing soul tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh.
Season to be merry, all became the season to be merry. And December is now second, only to June, to have our bride to walk down the aisle. This is the story of a wedding of a very lovely young woman from Brooklyn.
Polish immigrant stuff. And Jews.
Her tall, dark face, Beyonce, hails from Detroit.
Likewise, a huge family. Likewise, immigrant stock. But Irish and Roman Catholic.
Bride's family included a rabbi and a council.
The other kids had a priest and a nun on the roster.
It was bad enough that the young man or woman had gone all the way out west to Seattle to attend graduate school. Bad enough they might not marry someone from the old neighborhood.
But to fall in love with
Even worse, married.
a
you know what?
Would be a shameful disaster.
A familiar earthquake of the first magnitude.
And that is why the planning of this particular holiday nuptial resembles two people trying to cross a minefield without getting blown apart. Miss Brooklyn and Mr. Detroit were 21 years old and overwhelmed with love. And love, they were quite certain, to find a way through any obstacle. With a symbolic effort to appease both families, today the couple chose the ceremony to go right between Hanukkah and Christmas. A little pagan revelry to keep everyone's mind off religious differences. Surely the family should be pleased by a perfect compromise, that is,
If we ever got around to telling them that's a wedding.
well, as you might expect, they settled on a line, a big one. Called their mothers to advise them to the ceremony. The phone they used hasn't worked right since.
You're married
Mother
to
didn't
what?
respond, however.
You're married to what? Oh, what?
Then the daddy got on the line, and some of his remarks was,
Come home now, this minute, right now.
for a month, the mail and phone calls flowed like a waterfall.
Uncles and aunts and cousins got in the fray. I wrote a 30-page letter.
The priest and I prayed.
The families were not coming.
Ever.
Such a wedding, they all threatened hellfire and heartbreak. But nothing could dissuade the couple. They had their invisible shield.
Love.
Also, it came from self-Zulia folks who made the hard one. They always taught their kids not to give up when they believed in something or someone. They were doing exactly what their parents had taught them to do. They believed in each other, and that was that.
The tiebreaker in this standoff wasn't me. By gosh, if my only grandson was getting married, no matter who you know what, then I was going to be there for the sake of the unborn great-grandchildren who would need me. Besides, I hadn't proved to my daughter-in-law either. But that had worked out just fine, Tennessee. I was serious. I was not a ticket. I was coming to the wedding. Period.
Thus, the dominoes fell.
If the grandmother was coming, she would need support. She couldn't go alone, of course. And pretty soon, all the hours of half-cents for this work were coming. We'd show those Jewish daughters from Brooklyn what real family boys think it's all about. And we'd bring Uncle Guy, the priest, to keep things as godly as possible.
Well, you know what happened next.
35 Brooklyn Jews had train tickets, including me.
This lovely holiday wedding began to shape up like a grudge match between
Catholic Jews, you ready to attack?
Sure enough, they all came, and then it really got complicated.
We wanted little infant Jews.
We want a little wine in the ceremony, and then break the goblet. I wanted to at least be allowed to take a traditional Hebrew blessing.
When we got wind of this, nothing would do but that I, who had heard performed this light opera, should sing Ave Maria.
Before the blessing, there was come across black to the Hebrew. The bride and groom could do little but nod their heads, smile, and say, whatever, come the great day.
Saturday evening after sundown.
The University Chapel, a reasonably neutral location, was decorated for the holiday. The families marched in and sat down. Dug in would be a more accurate phrase. Don't forget about love. Both families loved their children, and for very good reasons.
They were remarkable young men,
Worthy of pride and respect.
even if they didn't have a frame in their hair and tender children and naked.
But no one could deny the beauty of such a loving bride as she walked down the aisle towards her groom.
All the certainty. And she laid her husband, arm in head.
You have to be really blind to miss what happened during the ceremony. The chapel was filled with words like
Family, faith,
Peace.
and love, and suddenly the things both families held in common seemed much greater than the things that separated them.
I do.
Even Uncle Dickie the priest seemed blowing his nose.
Oh, this upright paladin. But I decided to take a road vacation and try to find a new home, you know. But I realized trying to give a poinsettia away in January and trying to give a zucchini away in August. Whatever that means. When Samantha was 3 years old, before she graduated from Boundary, she attended a daycare center that met in the basement of a church. They kept their general supplies in the men's threshing room. One morning, late November, Samantha discovered his treasure trove. Therein was a king-size canister of fluid. Yes, upside down over her head, and down the hall and around the corner, right into the director's office. But before anyone could mutter a word, Samantha just sang out, hands in the air, laughter on her face. You know what? You know what? There's Christmas in the bathroom! Well, I guess some people know Christmas when they see it. A man and woman fell in love somewhat later in life than usual. Neither had been married before, but they had both seen the reality of the face-to-face unpleasant among their friends. They were determined to overcome as many potential difficulties as possible in advance. We had lawyers prepare agreements over money and property. Agreements that counseling was provided by psychologists who helped them commit all practical promises to paper.
Get married once.
Do it right.
Live agreeably ever after.
Good plan. One item in their agreement concerned pets and kids. Item number 7. We agreed to have either children or pets.
But not both.
The man was not enthusiastic about tenant relationships. Kids, cats, dogs, hamsters, houseplants, goldfish, or any other living thing that had to be fed or watered.
Especially not dogs.
I, on the other hand, like taking care of dogs. I'd raised them all my life, the pedigree champion kind. But they agreed.
She would choose.
And I chose children.
I oblige.
2 daughters in 3 years. Marriage and family life went together quite well.
Our friends were impressed. So far, so good.
When the children reached school age, the mother left eagerly into the bottomless pool of educational volunteerism. She claimed to use expertise in dogs to shop at local puppy towns to find a dog without an interruption. She was then taken to a canine jewel. The small investment to make a huge contribution to the operation. In the meantime, she thought, it'll be nice to have a dog around the house. It's only just for a couple of days.
But a contract is a contract, and the law is the law.
Absolutely. To her purebred eye, it was obvious that the 2 dogs of the highest caliber had combined to produce an exceptional animal. Perfect. Just perfect.
Those buds look untutored eyes. This one looked more like the results of a bad blind date between a woolly mammoth and a Winnie dog. $50 in the vet, $50 to the town, $50 to the beauty parlor, $60 for tracking equipment, and $50 for food. A total of $260 on a dog and was only going to stay 48 hours before office time. I would pay $10 out of my pocket to keep that stupid dog an hour. Well, I was patient about all this. After all, it was only a temporary arrangement and for a good cause. I remember, I am number 7 with 3 dogs. I was just saying.
On the night of the big affair, things got off to a winning start. What is my bid for this wonderful animal? $100 over here, $200 in the middle, $250 on the right. I can't sell. No. He loves, and I love him.
No.
Please,
No.
the father feels ill, realizing that the great volleyball fate is headed right down his alley. 500, 800, $1,500, $1,500 going once, going twice.
1505.
$1,505 sold to that man.
And for $1,505, I bought myself a dog. And in the upfront cost, I got myself a $1,765 investment.
A memorable night at PTA.
And the most memorable Christmas present I will ever get.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Our church and I had a Christmas match again.
a few years. For one thing, we become very rational about the season. We tend to let the Sunday school observe the event on their own turf and not the low-key way. Then, too, there was the last time we've gone all out. That week of the Christmas pageant, that was the German meeting. That chicken about $10. Hong Kong food. The night of the pageant, we called it up our boat, as their son used to call it. As a shepherd, one of the sheep hired for the occasion got diarrhea. That was about par for the course. Since the other farms during the performance. And two little angels went to both before eyes and wet their pants at the same time. It really wasn't all that bad. And maybe all those things didn't happen the same year. But all the old people got together and declared,
No more pageants, ever!
We didn't really want to do the pageant, but our parents said to do it anyway, in spite of the old people.
and in short order, the old people kept saying, you ought to know better. Yeah, but they were in there with them, making angel costumes out of old bed sheets, cardboard, and chicken feathers.
Just the right kind of bathrobes can now be found. So the dads went out and bought new back the pickup truck over them to age them a little.
The angel choir was lashed to a singing shade. A real angel with real straw was the tone. And while there was a consensus on leaving out 5 sheep this time, some enterprising soul did manage to recruit some housebreaking white French poodles for the occasion.
The real group was learning out live donkey from the man that was married to right off. None of us had ever seen a live donkey running through a church sanctuary, and it seemed like such a good idea to do at the time.
We did make one stand decision. Deciding to have to stay on a Sunday morning in full light day, so we could see what we were doing.
And no more rehearsal. These things were supposed to be a little weird anyhow, and we were not about to do the whole thing twice.
The great day came and everyone arrived at church.
Fathers who were not known for regular attendance came. Part for the same reason they'd be attracted to a nearby bus driver.
It wasn't all that bad, really. At least not early on.
We hooted out the carols with full voice, and the choir almost got to its first big number in almost own key. The Star of Bethlehem was put over the manger.
And then it came time for the infants of Joseph and Mary, with Mary running on the U-Haul donkey. The donkey made 200 steps, rushed over the picture, the whole of the scene, and then seized up, locked his legs, and put his whole body in a cement condition. Now, there are things that might consider to a donkey. Right. But there are limits to making into a donkey in a church on a Sunday morning in front of women and children. Just instructing on the altar, and the wicked kicking on the part of the Virgin Mary had no effect whatsoever. Seated with my family in the front row, feeling with my duty as assistant director to help out, I rose to the occasion. The polished sanctuary floor was cement, and so, just before that altar, I crouched and turned in the donkey. And slowly spreading the rigid boots across the floor, inch by inch.
With progress being made, the choir director turned on the tape recorder, which played forth from the mighty chorus of the Mormon Tabernacle. Just as the donkey and his motorizers reached mid-church, the tape recorder will refuse.
Move your tail, you son of a... If we had elections for the biggest church that day, I'm sure would have won. I demand a recount. But there were several other candidates on the ballot too. And then we all vowed. No more pageants. It's pretty likely it's not the last of them.
The memory of the laughter outlives the memory of the habit. And hope always makes us believe that this year, we'll finally get it right.
That's the whole deal with Christmas, I guess. It's just a little bit more of life, all at once.
And we will continue doing it all, getting frustrated and frenzied and even mad, and excited and hopeful and quietly pleased.
Eat a lot, get success.
Hug and kiss, and a great man.
Spend too much. We will do it again and again.
And again.
We are the Christmas pageant, the all-time fame.
third block class
Announcements.
or at first lunch, whichever one.
We have lots of stuff at the school.
Lots
We
of
like to make
things.
announcements to you.
Few minutes,
Mr. Julie.
I mean, Mr.
See what I had to work with here?
We're all actors here. We love your work. We thought it was wonderful.
Refrigerator
Wait,
confession
hold on.
is hilarious. You gotta make that longer.
Yes.
That's
We
beautiful.
we really enjoyed doing your play, and we're sorry that you were unable to be here.
Yep.
And I love glitter because I got to stuff it on my head. And sorry you couldn't be here. Hope you enjoy the tape. Thank you. And I'm going to lunch now.
Okay, and we like to say that we wonderful working with the script, and I enjoyed Charles and Jason here, and it was a wonderful time, and I hope we didn't mess up if we didn't take too much, because I messed up a few times. But it was a wonderful piece, and we all loved it, and we all really would like to do it again, maybe. Yeah, right. But
Sucks.
One day, and I'll leave it to these guys. See ya.
Okay, my favorite scene was the refrigerator and confessions. You can add some more stuff into that, maybe take out some stuff that's really good. I liked it. The Christmas pageant was hilarious, and the holiday wedding I liked a lot too. So those ones you can make a little better. I don't know. I think they're pretty funny. And all in all, the play was great. I liked it a whole lot.
And I enjoyed the play a whole lot. We changed a couple of scenes around and did our own thing on the little parts of it, and it came out pretty great, I think. It's a wonderful play overall, and a good play. I really liked it a lot, and I really liked it. All right, now.
What's up?
In the play, and it was very enjoyable, very funny, very, very true to life, and it was a great play. I'd love to see it produced.
Man, I'm glad you let us do this play. I had a lot of fun doing it. I wish you could have been here to watch it. I mean, I don't really have a favorite thing. 'Cause I liked all of it was funny and serious at the same time. I just wish you could have been here to see it. See you later.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Husnier. I was one of the directors in the show, and I just want to say that it was really, really good. I think some of the more difficult scenes today were probably like trick or treat and things like that. But like a lot of it really flowed, and like putting it up on a stage in front of a big cast we had, it looked really good. And we just want to thank you for allowing us to do your play. It's really great, and I look forward to meeting you when you come down to visit us. Dum 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 dum.
In case you didn't know me, I'm the guy in the refrigerator. Hope you liked our rendition of your script. Sorry I won't here to, watch it. Hope you like the tape. Thank you. Bye.
Your play. We weren't able to pull it off as well as we had hoped because of different reasons, but we tried our best.
Hey, Mr. Zulia, I'm Yvette Hayes. Remember that, okay? As you see, I'm in a cheerleading uniform because I'm a cheerleader, but the play was great. I loved it, and I hope you love it. Everybody did a good job, and I hope you enjoy it. Sorry you couldn't come. See you. Bye.
Mr. Zulia, I'm Kara C. I wanted to let you know that I really enjoyed this Christmas show. It's one of the best I've seen, and even though we weren't able to pull it off as well, but that was in shortness of time because of testing and everything. But hopefully you'll be able to see the tape and you'll like what you see, and I'm sorry you couldn't come. You would have enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.